Alright, we're here to replace a screen on an Acer Aspire E15 E5-575G-52RJ. A little backstory here. When you're playing video games and you lose your temper, it's probably not wise to launch one of these at the screen. That's kind of what happened in this situation. So we are in need of replacing. As you can see here, we have power on, but there's no screen. So we will get to replacing this as quickly as we can. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty easy project. We have screwdrivers here that we'll need once we get this plastic bezel off. We'll be able to see the screen behind it, and there's 4 little screws. We'll show you that in a little bit. But it's really a pretty easy repair job, and just about anybody can do it. So let's get at it. Alright, we start by taking this bezel off, and it comes off pretty easy once you get it started. So it's just snapped in there. So you want to go all the way around the entire screen. Yeah, it's a little tricky sometimes. Just gotta make sure you get it all there. So that's the bezel, just comes right off, pretty easy. Next thing we want to do here is there's 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to take those out, and then the screen will just come out, and we'll wait for our replacement. Alright, so now we're going to get our screwdriver here and loosen these screws. The easiest way to do this is kind of tilt this on its side a little bit, and then we'll make sure that we don't lose these, and we drop them into the rest of the computer. They're small little screws. There's 4 of them, and that's how big they are. Pretty small. So we'll set them aside here. This is the tedious part. Three, and last one here. Four. So then what we can do is we can just take this, and there's your screen, and it's connected back here. And one thing to notice on the back here is we have the part number, which you'll need to know when you order your replacement screen, and that's right on this sticker right back here. So as soon as you pull the screen off, you'll know how to replace it. So it's probably a good idea to pull the screen off first, figure out what part you need, and then go ahead and order the replacement. Then you have this little connection here. Usually it's best to take off this tape right here, and then we can just pull this straight out, and broken screen out. Alright, so laptopscreens.com, we went online and ordered the replacement part for the Aspire E15 E5-575G-52RJ. So the screen, or the part number that we needed, I don't know if we can zoom in on this here, but it's N156HGEAB, and it's Rev C2. So Inolex, I believe, is the brand name on this. So this is, yeah, pretty standard replacement screen. So here we are. We'll unbox what we received. My goodness, how many packages do we have here? Alright, and here we go. Here's the screen. So what we want to do is line up our 30 pin connector. That's the other thing you want to make sure. This is a 30 pin connector, and it's on the bottom right hand side when you're looking from the back. So when you're looking from the back, bottom right hand side, and 30 pin connector. So what we do is we will kind of reverse what we did to take it apart. So we want to make sure that we get the full connection here. Make sure there's no gaps there. Take that back down. And looks like our screen pops right back in there, and we will put our screws back in. All right, so we got the screen on there, and I loosely tacked in the screws, so you didn't have to watch us struggle to do that because they're pretty tiny. You don't want to have to lose them. So we'll just tighten those up. And 4. Those are good. So we have this protective film here. We'll go ahead and take that off before we put the bezel back on. Here's our bezel, and that just snaps right back in. We got everything connected. So then we just find a spot to snap it in, go all the way around. Make sure that's all the way in. Like it. Okay, the moment of truth here as we plug back in the computer. Once again, this is the screen replacement for an Acer Aspire E15 E5-575G-52RJ. So let's power on and see what we got. Well, that's encouraging. And looks like we're back up. So there we go. All right, so that does it. We have successfully fixed the screen on the Acer Aspire E15 E5-575G-52RJ with help from our friends at laptopscreens.com. We have been able to replace this. So check out the link in the first line of the description, and that's what we got. So thank you very much for watching.